What's going on, YouTube? What's up, squad? How you guys doing today? I got a review today on the Smok H-Priv 220w temperature controlled box mod. So the Smok H-Priv 220w box mod was sent to me from Vape Society Supply. For the purpose of this review, it's not going to change my opinion of this box mod like usual, okay? We're also going to take a look at the end of pros and cons of I Love Taffy. This was sent to me from Vape Society Supply as well. It is very, very similar to the X-Cube 2 160w device that I loved, but it stopped functioning, I think because I dropped it. This is a little bit of a hybrid between the R200 and the X-Cube 2. You'll see what I mean when we dive down, we take a look at this bad boy, okay? This does stainless steel, nickel, titanium, wattage. All right, it does not have Bluetooth as far as I know. This is a firmware upgradable device, and I loved the X-Cube 2. A lot of people did love the X-Cube 2. I loved it. I love the bar situation. It's very easy to use. You just hold it and you grip it and you vape and you let go. It's a very great design. This also has temperature coefficient settings in it, so you can adjust it to the wire that you're using. We're going to dive down. We're going to take a look at this bad boy. Then we're going to come back up, vape on it, talk on it, final thoughts, pros and cons. And if a mugger stole my book bag and I was on the train and this was in it, would I go out and buy one, okay? So, yeah, sit back, relax, grab a vape, and let's go check out the Smok H-Priv 220w box mod. See you guys in a minute. This is the box that it comes in. Forget the fire bar. H-Priv 220. It says the same thing. Has a couple vaping tour app. Has your code, serial number, and color. And to authenticate the box mod. And on the back, it shows you what it includes, some specifications, 6 to 220 watts. Standby current is 400 UA, 190 grams in weight without the batteries, 0.35 to 8 volts, and it's made of zinc alloy. It's Smok. Okay, you'll get your box mod in here. Open that up, you get a little finger pull tab, a silica gel. I'll eat this later. Battery, what is a good battery and what is not a good battery. Quality control pass card. User manual. It says H-Priv on the bottom. Pretty extensive manual. USB. It's not used to charge. As you can see, upgrade only. So we're going to take a look at the outside first. It's made of zinc alloy. It's very nice. It's a very nice, I have the white. It comes in white and silver. It says H-Priv 220w temperature control. Has the screen on top, just like the X-Cube 2. Okay, it's very similar to the X-Cube 2, except it's a little bit better upgraded. The wattage down, the wattage up. You have your 510 on top. Spring-loaded 510. It's a very firm. It looks like the RX 200 510, guys. That's what it's looking like to me. Yep. Well, it looks similar to the RX 200 510. Okay. This is the bar, the fire bar. It does make noise when you click it. Okay. Then we have the they took the idea from the RX, the R200 box mod, and they did the same thing on this one, which I wish they went a different way with it. This does feel cheap a little bit. I can bend it a little bit. It does have your contacts and two magnets on the bottom. My serial number is 101. It has plus, plus, minus, minus. So then you can see inside, quality control pass sticker. You also have plus and minus on the box mod itself. So it's going to be very hard for you to get it incorrect. Then if you look down, okay, you see the two brass contacts below. What you'd want to do on this is kind of like, is put it here and then put it in. Don't try to come from that side all the way. Don't try to do that, because you'll have a tough time. You want to go directly over here, and then over. Okay, I'll show you. And this one is positive up. All right, and then you're gonna take this and you're gonna place it about right there. I don't have a lot of fun with this. See? I don't really like how it is. All right, so then it's in, it's intact. There's no rattle whatsoever. Zero rattle. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll turn on the device. So it'll say Smok H-Priv, and then your version of software. Welcome, and then it's on. Okay, 1, 2, 3 clicks will get you into the mode. I like to hold down the button. Watt mode. You can do hard, max, minimum, soft, normal. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Click it again. Temp mode. You can do temp, max, minimum, soft, hard. Okay. Titanium, temperature control, nickel, titanium, stainless steel. Okay. Hold down. Then you can do your TCR coefficient rating settings. I like 105, then it'll be single coil or dual coil. Okay, and then it goes in. 1, 2, 3. Let's go back in here. I didn't get to show you something. So if you wanted to adjust that, some people like their stainless steel at 9.2. Dual coil or single coil, whichever you like. 1, 2, 3. You can do puffs. All right, then you could adjust that. Okay, hold it down. 1, 2, 3. Settings. You can do auto lock on or off. 1, 2, 3. Hold the button down. Hold the button down. 1, 2, 3. Contrast, you can adjust the contrast. Direction, you can flip the screen. Then you can change your date and time if you'd like. 1, 2, 3. Adjust ohms. That's if your ohms are a little bit off and you want to kind of adjust them. I've used this on the old one. 1, 2, 3. Download. Screen time to shut on or off, how long you want the screen to stay on. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Power hold down, on or off. If you hit off, it will say Smok. Goodbye. You cannot do 5 clicks to shut it off, but you can do 5 clicks to turn it on. If you do 5 clicks while it's on, it will lock the device. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will just lock it. Okay. Won't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what it goes up to. It goes kind of fast, and then it speeds up. The buttons are very quiet. It goes up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit or 320 degrees Celsius. You have your battery indicator, hard, soft, minimum, whatever you have, your ohms, your voltage, your wattage, and then that. Is this a new coil? Yes or no? I will hit yes. All right. 1, 2, 3. Go into mode. Memory mode, that's where you can adjust your put this up to, I'll put this up to 90 watts because that's where I like the crown. You can set all of these. Look, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's pretty much the menu system. So that's next to the Sigelli 213 box mod, dual 18650. That is next to the DX200 DNA 200 by Hutsig. That is next to the Taro 200 VTC box mod by VapeR. That is next to the IPv5 by Pioneer for you. That's the close-up, guys. I do feel perfectly comfortable backing out and vaping on this thing. Before we do that, I am going to show you the wattage that it goes up to, okay? Because I know you guys would want to see that. Okay, so it does go up to 220 watts. Okay, well, let's go back up to FaceTime. Let's vape on this bad boy. Final thoughts, pros and cons. I'll let you know how much it is we can find one, and we'll wrap it up like usual, squad. I'll see you guys in a minute. I really enjoy this box mod. Vape on it first. I'm going to vape on it with the crown in stainless steel mode, and then I'm going to put a RDA on top and vape in wattage mode and give you my experience with both. So I got the crown on there, 570 degrees on hard, 0.28 ohm coil. Let's have vape. It definitely vapes well in temperature control. 400 degrees. It definitely adjusts. It's definitely accurate in temperature control mode. It was just saying temp protected, okay, and it wouldn't go above 400 degrees. So it definitely works well in temperature control mode. Okay. A big con to me is you can't adjust your wattage in temperature control mode. I do not know why companies do not make it so when you're in temperature control mode, you can adjust your wattage. I don't get it. Okay, you guys can disagree with me all you want, but I know what the F I'm talking about. I see a lot of products. I test a lot of products. I know what temperature control does on layman's terms. And, you know, if you're in temperature control at 570 degrees, that's great. It's not going to go above 570 degrees. But if you're still at 30 watts, well, it's still at 30 watts. There's not a lot of power. You know, it's very simple. You need to be able to adjust your wattage in temperature control mode because some people like to vape a 0.2 crown at 90 watts. I like this at 90 watts. If I can't vape that in stainless steel mode at 90 watts and it's giving me 30 watts, it's not a good vaping experience for me. I have to put it in wattage mode, put it at 90 watts, and vape it that way. All right? That's why I don't like temperature control mode. I do like it on the IPv5 because you can go up to 120 joules. It's beautiful for me. I get a beautiful vaping experience that way. Okay, you need to be able to adjust your wattage in temperature control mode. It pisses me off. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. I got the Twisted Messes RDA on top, M-Turk Alien Claptons. It's a 0.15 ohm build, 110 watts. What's up, vape? This thing vapes great in wattage mode. It vapes pretty well in temperature control mode as well. If you don't care about your wattage and temperature control like me, it'll vape great for you. No doubt. I'm going to go over cons first, okay? I don't like the battery door. I don't like it. It feels cheap. I didn't like it on the R200. I don't like it on the H-Priv. I wish they did something differently about that. I don't like that. It feels cheap. It's hard to get it off and on. You have to mess with it a lot. It's a pain in the ass. There's no rattle whatsoever on this box mod. There is zero rattle. I love that it's firmware upgradable, and I love that you cannot charge this via USB. I love how you have to charge your batteries on the bay. Call it a day. All right? Hashtag call it a day. Nickel, titanium, stainless steel. I love that. Coefficient rating settings. I love that. Variable wattage resistance, 0.1 to 3 ohms. The temperature control resistance is 0.08 to 3 ohms. I like how they have that adjusted. Now, some people might not like the 24 karat gold, well, the 510 on here. The 510 on this, to me, is very, very firm. And it's very, to me, it might be the exact 510 as the RX 200 by Wismec. And a lot of people have had issues with that 510 because they have a long 510 on their RDA or tank or whatever it is. They put it down too tight and it breaks. They can't use it, and then Wismec will not give you a warranty on it. I don't know if Smok. I don't know if Smok will warranty that or not. I'm not sure. I'm not saying you're going to have problems, but it's something to be aware of. It looks pretty similar, but I'm not 100% sure if it's the exact same one. To me, it looks like the exact same one. It acts like the exact same one. It's as firm as the RX 200s. The screen on the top, I can read the screen daytime, nighttime, it doesn't matter. The menu system on this is a little bit more simplistic than the X-Cube 2. I like how you can use the button to go through the whole thing. Now, if you want to adjust single coil or dual coil or adjust your TCRs, you have to use the wattage up and wattage down. But to navigate through the menu system using the fire button, I love it. I love the trigger. I love the fire button. It does make a metal clank when you're hitting it. Some people might not like that. I like it. I can do it with one hand. I don't need two hands. I like how I can vape and look down at the screen to see what's going on, specifically in temperature control mode. Love the presentation of it. I love the looks of it. I love the weight of it. It's got a little bit of weight with batteries. I like that as well. Longevity-wise on this, I'm hoping that it's going to last a lot longer than the X-Cube 2. I heard a lot of people's had issues with that. I had an issue with mine. The buttons, it would just start round robin through wattage all of a sudden when I dropped it. So, you know, I don't know how that's going to go. There is ventilation holes on the battery door. I wish they were a little bit bigger. Maybe just a little bigger. Not a big deal. Just needs to be mentioned. There is a gap. Okay? Overall, I really enjoy this box mod. It's 91 millimeters by 55 millimeters by 25 millimeters. So I got the goon on there. I was totally wrong. I was totally fucking wrong. It sits on there with no overhang. Okay, so that's a big pro to a lot of you guys. Okay, it sits on there beautifully. So I definitely recommend this box mod. I don't really know what else to tell you. I've told you basically everything to tell you about it. So we got I Love Taffy. It's a new e-juice by Mad Hatter, the one that brought you I Love Donuts and I Love Cookies. So this comes in a 60 ml bottle, 0, 3, and 6 milligrams of nicotine. It's a 70-30 VG-PG ratio. It's $29.99 for a 60 ml bottle, so that's good. It's a gourmet, juicy peach taffy with a creamy swirl. Let your imagination run wild with peaches and cream, salt water, taff candy. It will easily become one of your favorite candy-flavored vapes. I don't like candy vapes, but we're going to find out. It also comes in this nice little packaging. Great presentation. Vaping facts on the back. Inhale, exhale, flavor vape in, throw it on 1 to 5 scale. 5 being a competition juice, all-day vape or kick the throat. You want to see a 3 in an all-day vape for throat hit. Smell test. Man, it smells damn good. It smells like a peach taffy. It's a beautiful fucking setup. The box mod's $52.99. And the I Love Taffy is $29.99. Okay, you can find both of these at www.vapescitysupply.com. Link on screen and description. But the I Love Taffy, guys, man, I'm telling you. You get a nice, friggin' sweet, creamy, yummy peach. Inhale, exhale, it doesn't change. It's creamy. And the creaminess that they added to it, it tastes identical to a friggin', like a taffy pieces, candies that you eat. It tastes identical to it, man. I don't know how they nailed that taffiness in it. It doesn't taste like peach and cream, okay? It tastes like peach taffy. Like, on the money. Throat hit gets a 3. It's perfect. Vape production for a 70-30, it gets like a 4.5, dude, to a 4. It's got great vape production for a 70-30 specifically. Flavor? You get the feeling on your lips of like that taffy when you put that in and hit your tongue. That creamy, artificially, I don't know how to explain it, but it tastes identical to the description. It tastes identical to what it is advertised as. And I love when companies do that. They nailed it. It's a home run. It's an all-day vape. 150%. This setup right here is a beautiful setup with this beautiful e-liquid in there. I'm happy, man. I will go out and buy this again, no doubt. If a mugger stole my book bag and I was on a train and these two products was in it, I will go out and buy them again. 150%. I hope you found this video helpful, squad. If you did, you know what to do. I give you content on a daily basis, 1080p, 60 frames per second. You're wasting your effing bandwidth if you're not subscribed to my channel. Remember, squad, stay juiced up. I'll catch you on the next one.